What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and happy Wednesday. My name is Hart, and today I have two PrizePicks player props I like for tonight's NBA playing games. We're coming off a great day yesterday on PrizePicks. We went 2-0. We had a clean sweep there on the YouTube plays. What was it? Bam hit his over fantasy score of 37.5. He easily hit that. And then Anthony Davis hit the over there of 38.5 points and rebounds with 39. So 2-0 sweep there. That's great. We also swept a bunch on the Patreon, which you can find linked down below. So it was a great night on PrizePicks. I also had personally almost had I had a legit sweat or a shot at a takedown of 100K to first. Unfortunately, got huge foul trouble for one of my guys, and then another guy who played off the bench just did not play his normal minutes. So a little frustrating there, but I don't mind having a legit shot depending on how my guys kind of played. So it was just a great night overall. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Check out my DraftKings breakdown for the 2-game NBA slate tonight. That's already out. You guys can see that. Yeah, if you guys hit the like button and like these videos, I do really appreciate it, and we'll get into this breakdown. So as you can see here, on the two YouTube plays, you can see Bam hit the over there. Anthony Davis hit the over. So 2-0 sweep there on the YouTube plays. So looking to continue that into tonight. And then the few other plays I put up were Kyle Anderson over point or rebounds and assists, Jimmy over assists, and then Karl Anthony Towns over fantasy score. Obviously the Jimmy Taco, like really, come on. And then the other two plays, so I went 5-2 over all there on Patreon. The other plays that didn't hit were Austin Reeves assists. He had 11 potential assists, only got 3, so not much we can do there. He had all the potential assists he needed to hit the push, if not hit the over. And just kind of got screwed on the Lakers not hitting shots. And then Mike Conley, the same thing. Needed one more for the push, and he just couldn't get any assists because no one wanted to hit a shot. So doesn't matter. It was a fantastic night overall. So looking to get into the two picks for today. The first pick I have is going to be the over here of Pascal Siakam. Going to be the over here of his assists here, his assist line at 5. If you're a chart bro, as you can see, only 2 out of the past 5, but that doesn't take into effect anything at all the past few games. But for Toronto, why I like the over here for Pascal is the fact that he's already been playing huge minutes in close games. Obviously, the past few games, the minutes have been down a little bit, but in a winner go home game like tonight for the Raptors and the Bulls, you can expect all these starters to play massive, massive amount of minutes. I expect Pascal to get close to 42 minutes tonight in a close game here. I think 40 is at least 39 to 40 is probably his floor, and 42 maybe 43 is probably the ceiling. Like I expect massive amount of minutes for Pascal, and when he's getting that massive amount of minutes, as you can see, he went for 38 minutes. He had 7 assists, 42 7. What else here? 38 9, 44 7, 38 7, 35 6, 34 8. So he has huge playmaking ability and upside. As you can see, past 3 games where he's gotten like 35 or less, he hasn't hit it. But in this spot here against the Bulls, they're really going to need him. He's going to be playing huge minutes. So I really like the over here for Pascal Siakam assists. And I am using Run Good Props dashboard. So if you guys want 50% off your first month, make sure to hit that link down below and put in a discount coupon or code HEART for 50% off your first month. But if we pull him up here real fast, Siakam, as you can see, the board is really liking his over to at least hit the push there, the line of 5 on PrizePicks, as you can see. But the sportsbook have him at 4.5. They really like the over there. DraftKings has them hitting over at 155. Caesar has them hitting it at 166. BetMGM 160. Pinnacle 169. So all the sports books, all the juice is heavily on the over of him hitting 4.5. So obviously 5 would be a push, but I think we get more than that as we saw. If he's playing 40 minutes, he should have all the upside there to have the ability to hit at least 5 assists, if not more. So really liking that over there for Pascal. And the second one I have for today, the one thing I did want to mention is the board's relatively tight. The past 2 days, the board's been pretty tight in terms of just overall, just props. But the thing I don't get is that fantasy score seems very low the past 2 days. Like or last night, Bam was pretty low. Even Anthony Davis was low. Karl Anthony Towns was low. If we look at the fantasy scores right now, a lot of these guys' fantasy scores are like, some are close to like 8 to 9 points lower than they were during the regular season. I'm not really sure why. I think for the Bulls game, the total is very low. It's 212.5. So they're not expecting a ton of scoring in that game. So that's why their fantasy scores are pretty low. But I just think overall, like if we look at the Pelicans and the Thunder game here, A guy like Jalen Williams, 30.5 fantasy score, that just seems very, very low there for a spot where all these guys are going to be seeing huge minutes. Like Lou Dort might see 40 minutes tonight, and his fantasy score is 24.5. Like I know he is foul trouble, but like I don't know, it just feels low for a lot of these guys who are going to be playing like 40 minutes. So I think fantasy scores are definitely the most attackable on this board right now, and that's where I'm going to go for the second pick. The second pick I do like for tonight is going to be the over here of Jalen Williams, 30.5 fantasy score. If we pull him up real fast, kind of like Siakam, the past few games, not the best for him. 33 minutes, 28. But in a close game, I think it's another one of those spots where we can expect close to 40 minutes for Jalen Williams. He's been fantastic this year as a rookie for them, and he can do a little bit of everything. He usually starts off kind of slow in the first quarter um, because I think they sub out Giddy or SGA, and he becomes kind of like the second ball handler, kind of the main guy in the offense when they get subbed out, kind of towards the end of the first quarter, and he really takes over. He's been super aggressive. I mean, his lowest amount of shots the past month, besides that game versus Phoenix, have been 10. So it's like we can expect at least 10 shots from him, if not more. I expect him to be super aggressive here in this spot against the Pelicans. You know, Lou Dort will be on Brandon Ingram, so we don't really have to worry for a ton of foul trouble here for Jalen Williams. He's a playmaker. He can do a little bit of everything. He can score, he can rebound, he can assist. And what I really, really like is the fact that he's very, very solid at getting steals. As you can see, none versus Utah there. Only saw 20 minutes, so that was a blowout there. But, one versus Golden State. Then he went for 3 versus the Phoenix Suns, 2, 0, then 4, 2, 1. So he's very, very solid at getting multiple steals. As we can see here, look at the stretch. Look at this stretch here. 3, 6, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 2, 2, 4, 2, 3. And the reason why I'm making a big deal about the steals is, steals and blocks on PrizePicks are 3 points each. That's huge, huge there. 3 points each because on PrizePicks turnovers are minus a point. So a guy who gets a lot of steals and blocks and has that upside there, it's just massive. It really, really helps out being able to get those steals and blocks. So really like Jalen Williams for the fact that he's really good at getting steals. He's really good at getting assists, rebounds, and he can score because he's super aggressive. And the minutes should be there. He should be seeing close to 40 minutes in this spot. Should be shooting 10 plus times, closer to 15. So I really, really think this is a very low score for a guy who's in line to see all those kind of things. So really liking the score here. I think it's really attackable. If he gets a few steals, 2 or 3, I mean that's 9 easy points right there. So doesn't have to do too much on the offensive defensive end to kind of hit the over after that. So I'm liking the over on Pascal Siakam 5 assists, and I'm liking the over there on Jalen Williams 30.5 fantasy score. I think we expect huge minutes for both these guys in their spots, and I think the overs are very, very solid. So those are the 2 picks for today. If you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button. Check out my NBA DFS breakdown for DraftKings, which is out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.